Have you ever found yourself questioning the purpose of life amidst the hustle and bustle of everyday life? What if I told you that with a simple action, you could discover the answer you've been searching for? In this impactful talk by Sadhguru, you'll uncover the secrets to managing your energy and achieving a level of self-awareness that will transform your worldview. This isn't just another video, it's the first step toward real change in your life. Curious? Then watch and see for yourself. When we think about the human body, it's easy to forget how complex and powerful it really is. Sadhguru reminds us that if we know how to manage this chemical factory we carry within us, we have the ability to create any desired experience. But how exactly do we do this? Think of moments of great happiness or tranquility. These sensations are reflections of effective internal management. Just as a maestro tunes each instrument to create a perfect symphony, we must learn to tune our minds and emotions to live in harmony, reducing the suffering that so often results from ignorance of our potential. Imagine that each of our life purposes is directly related to how we handle this internal factory. When we let stress, anxiety, or anger take over, we are actually allowing these emotions to control our life experience. But by consciously managing our internal energy, we can turn any situation into an opportunity for growth and learning. For example, instead of reacting impulsively to chaotic traffic in a big city, we can use that time to practice patience and mindful breathing, adjusting our internal experience to something more peaceful and constructive. Sadhguru invites us to reflect on how small changes in energy management can lead to significant transformations. When we learn to master this internal factory, we become capable of creating a more meaningful life, less susceptible to the traps of ignorance. After all, what could be more powerful than having control over your own life experience? And it is here that the true journey of self-awareness begins, where each step brings us closer to fulfilling our life purpose. In our society, we are often taught from a young age to chase goals, a good job, a house, perhaps even public recognition. But what happens when, after achieving all these goals, we still feel empty? Sadhguru shows us that this relentless pursuit without true energy management and a life purpose ends up being a never-ending race. The reality is that many spend years, sometimes decades, chasing objectives that, once achieved, offer only temporary satisfaction, leaving an even greater void. Take, for example, someone who works tirelessly to get a promotion. When they finally achieve it, what comes next? A new goal. Perhaps now it's time to seek an even higher position or to earn more money. This constant pursuit of more can be exhausting and often unfruitful. Sadhguru challenges us to reflect on whether we are really chasing what brings meaning or just running after what society tells us we should desire. If there is no true life purpose behind our goals, what are we really seeking? This is why self-awareness becomes essential. When we know ourselves deeply, we can discern between what truly matters and what is just a temporary distraction. Instead of getting lost in an endless cycle of goals and achievements, we can redirect our energy toward what truly brings fulfillment and lasting satisfaction. True freedom arises when we realize that the value of our life is not in external achievements, but in the quality of the internal experience we cultivate along the way. Life, in its essence, is the combination of two fundamental elements, time and energy. Sadhguru reminds us that while time moves on relentlessly, it's the management of our energy that defines the quality of our existence. Imagine time as a river that flows continuously. We cannot stop or reverse it. However, the way we choose to navigate this river, with calm and direction or in turbulence, depends entirely on how we manage our energy. And this management is crucial to achieving a truly meaningful life purpose. Think of the days when you felt extremely productive, when it seemed you accomplished in a few hours what would usually take days. These are moments when your energy was aligned, optimized. On the other hand, when we are tired or scattered, even the simplest tasks can feel burdensome. Sadhguru suggests that by enhancing our ability to manage this energy, we can live more fully, maximizing the time we have. In other words, life is not just about how much time we have, but how intensely and meaningfully we use that time. The key to efficient energy management lies in self-awareness. By understanding our own rhythms and needs, we can adjust our routines so that our energy is used more effectively. This could mean adopting practices like meditation, regular physical exercise, or simply learning to say no when necessary. The more attuned we are to our energy, the more capable we become of living a life rich in purpose and less vulnerable to the wear and tear caused by time. In an era where so many seek ways to escape reality, Sadhguru challenges us to think differently. What if, instead of trying to dull our senses, we focused on sharpening our faculties? The true purpose of life, he teaches us, is not in fleeing difficulties, but in facing them with a clear and strengthened mind. Often, people turn to substances or behaviors that diminish their capacities, under the false illusion that they are making life more bearable. However, this approach only distances us from true fulfillment and self-awareness. Imagine that, instead of seeking temporary relief in something external, you decided to invest in your own mental and emotional clarity. Enhancing your faculties, whether it's the ability to think more clearly, feel more deeply, or perceive more sharply, transforms the way we experience the world around us. For example, by dedicating time to meditation or practicing mindfulness, you not only calm your mind, but also sharpen your perception, allowing you to see opportunities and solutions that might have previously gone unnoticed. By focusing on developing these internal skills, life becomes a journey of constant discovery. When your faculties are sharpened, each moment is a new opportunity to learn, grow, and connect more deeply with what truly matters. There is no need to hide behind temporary anesthetics when you can be fully present, living life with all the intensity and clarity it deserves. And it is this state of full presence that opens the doors to deeper self-awareness and a life purpose that truly resonates with your essence. Confronting mortality is, for many, an uncomfortable topic, but Sadhguru shows us that it is in this recognition that one of the greatest keys to living fully lies. By accepting the finiteness of life, we become more aware of the value of the time and energy we have at our disposal. Knowing that our existence is limited may seem frightening, but it is precisely this awareness that drives us to live with more purpose and urgency. When we realize that every moment counts, we begin to reorganize our priorities and focus on what truly matters. For example, many people live as if they were immortal, postponing dreams, holding on to grudges, or getting lost in distractions. But by reflecting on our own mortality, we can make more conscious choices. Sadhguru suggests that instead of fearing the end, we should use it as a catalyst to live with more intention. This means taking control of our time and energy, investing them in activities and relationships that truly nurture us and bring us closer to our life purpose. After all, what could be more valuable than spending our days in a way that, in the end, we can look back and feel that we truly lived? This confrontation with mortality is not an exercise in pessimism, but rather an invitation to deep self-awareness. When we face the reality that time is finite, we make room for a fuller and more meaningful life. Instead of being carried away by the ignorance of everyday life, we can become the protagonists of our own story, making choices that reflect our true life purpose. And so each day becomes a new opportunity to live with more awareness, more joy, and above all, more authenticity. Now that you've explored these profound ideas, what are you going to do about it? Don't let this valuable knowledge get lost in the routine. Ask yourself, how can I apply energy management in my daily life? How can self-awareness bring me closer to my true life purpose? Take action now and see how small adjustments can bring about significant changes. If you're truly committed to your growth, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way, you'll continue receiving powerful insights that will help you live a more conscious and meaningful life. Let's embark on this journey together.